All right, Pietro Mosconi, he's been feeding New Yorkers for more than 40 years in his Greenwich Village restaurants, Villa Mosconi and Monte's Trattoria. And now you can create those dishes yourself. Mosconi's daughter, Joanne, capturing her father's recipes in a new cookbook. It's called The Chef of Greenwich Village. And Joanne and Pietro join me now. It is great to have both of you here.
Yes, it is. I'm really proud of what my daughter did.
And let's talk about this. This was a health scare that you had a couple years back, and it sort of sent this alarm bell, right? So you said, oh, I have to preserve these recipes. So talk about, the health scare that you had and how you're doing right now.
I'm doing tremendous because of the great doctor that we have in this country. I'm really proud being an immigrant from Italy coming to New York. I can't ask for better.
And you came here from Italy, you created these two restaurants, they're on the same block, and Joanne, you were saying you don't know where you're going to find your dad.
No, growing up, he was either at Monte's or Villa Mosconi, and everybody would just be screaming chef, so he truly is the chef of Greenwich Village.
What a great title that is. And talk about your decision. You said, oh no, we have to make sure that these recipes are preserved for future generations.
Well, I was living in LA at the time, and when I got the phone call that my father had a bit of a heart attack, a scare, I showed up at the hospital and I made a deal with God. I said, if he survives this, I'm going to change my life, become a bi-coastal New Yorker, LA daughter. And I went to culinary school, followed him around his restaurant for the past 4 years, and we became unstoppable. It was not an easy thing to follow a chef who has all the recipes in his head. So to get him to give them to me, that was a part of the challenge.
So you have nothing written down?
Not really. I have a few, but really is what she says.
Joanne says she didn't have anything
written down.
and let's talk about this. Were you reluctant to give up any of the recipes?
No, I love to do that because it's good for the future. You know, to keep everything to yourself and not sharing is not my style.
It's very generous. I really like that spirit. And it seems like the spirit of your restaurants as well. Talk about what it took to get the recipes to paper.
Well, it was a lot of fun because my father was the type of chef who said to me, I'm not going to tell me your recipes, I'm going to show you them. So I had to get in the kitchen with him and literally watch every recipe. And sometimes I had to do it 2 or 3 times. And part of the fun was he kept saying to me, don't tell them everything. So I had to always figure out what the missing ingredient was.
So what to leave out, right?
Well, we tried to put it all in here, and I think we did a really great job, but once in a while, I'll say to him, I think you added a little bit more butter and you didn't show me. And he said, well, you've got to figure out yourself.
It's such a great gift during the holiday season, I will say that. And this must have created even a bigger bond between the two of you, because you had to kind of follow him around and make sure you had it just creates a bond that,
It did. I think the beginning was a little hectic, but she kind of followed me everywhere, and she did a good job, and I'm so proud to have a daughter.
And your thoughts as you?
I just think that if I could leave anyone with something that I learned from this process, I tried to treat every day as if I didn't have another. And I think if we could all spend time with our parents, and whatever they do, whether they're a chef, a school teacher, a carpenter, and write down their quotes, film them doing what they do, it's really the best gift we could leave our families, because in this book, I have all his quotes, all the little things I would have never known. I learned about his mother, who I never met, and when my father first came to this country, she had passed right away, so he really created a lot of these recipes with her in his mind, and I never knew the stories behind them had I not taken this time to spend with him. So this book is not just a cookbook, it is a tribute to Greenwich Village. It contains my heart in every possible way, and it's really, I think it's
a work of love,
for sure.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you coming in so much. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
And best of luck. It again is called The Chef of Greenwich Village, and you can see more about that at chefsdaughter.com.
No, actually, chefsdaughter.nyc. It's thechefsdaughter.nyc.
I stand corrected. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
We hope it brings in lots of orders.
Yes.
All right, that is going to do it for us right now. We're up next with Bree Driscoll.